Hi, this is Amo Tuum with Tea Talks. I'm here today to talk about an empath having bad sleep. What are some of the causes of having bad sleep for an empath? Well, one would be foods, sugar, caffeine, simple carbohydrates, chocolate, and protein. All these foods are stimulating, and for an empath, they can be overly stimulating, especially within a few hours before bedtime. If an empath gets overly tired in a day, they may become wired. I know I become wired. It takes me a few days to get back to my good sleep. Being around people and absorbing their energy. If you've been around a lot of people or even one other person, if you're absorbing their energy, you are taking in their energy / their emotions. Um, Depending on what emotions you've taken in from them, it might be anxiety. Definitely, you're going to have a hard time falling asleep with anxiety. If you've been around a lot of people, a large crowd, you have all their emotions, their energy hitting you. You're like if you're absorbing energy from people, you're like a sponge with like a million people around you. All their energy is focusing on you or coming at you, I should say. You definitely will become overly tired and overly stimulated with that. If you receive a Reiki session too close to bedtime or any other energy session, you may not be able to fall asleep because Reiki and any other energy service will provide you with energy. And so thus, at least for me, I wake up after a Reiki session. I become stimulated. Working on electronics, especially late into the day. I know for me, I get overly stimulated before bedtime. If I'm working on the computer or some other electronics within a few hours of going to bed, even if I'm wearing electronic eyewear, my brain is still getting stimulated and I have a hard time falling asleep. It's like I'm awake, wide awake when I'm laying in bed. Rushing before bed. If you're rushing around, trying to hurry, this will overstimulate you and wake you up. You don't want to be rushing around. Take time. Take time to get ready for bed. Don't rush. Not giving yourself enough time to unwind from the day. Try writing out your thoughts and experiences for the day. Take time. If you need a half an hour, take the half an hour. If you need an hour before bed to unwind, take that. If you need some alone time, an hour before bed, take that time just to be by yourself and unwind. Exercising too close to bedtime. This doesn't give you enough time to cool down the body. The body is stimulated. Your body is energized. When you don't stay on a routine bedtime and wake up time, it can cause a lot of problems for an empath. Getting overly stimulated. Whatever overly stimulates you, you as an empath know this, whatever overly stimulates you, whether it's foods, people, too much noise, crowds, rushing around, whatever it is, it will wake you up and you'll become overwhelmed and overstimulated and you won't be able to fall asleep. If you're overly hungry, you start getting ready for bed and you notice you have that slight hunger in your stomach, but you think, oh, I'll be fine. I don't want to eat before going to bed. And then you go to lay down in bed and you're laying there and all of a sudden your stomach starts growling. It wakes you up. You can't sleep. It's not soothing. So those are some of the ways that I can think of before bedtime that it might hurt your sleep. What can you do to help yourself? Well, to help yourself get better sleep, try taking a soothing Epsom salt bath. Make sure it's not too hot. The hot water will stimulate you, and if it's too cool, the cool water will stimulate you. Just a soothing, warm bath. You may even want to add lavender or clary sage essential oils to your bath. Those two essential oils are really, really relaxing. Place hot washcloths on your face to soothe it. Taking maybe 5 minutes, taking a hot washcloth and putting it on your face is just really, really relaxing. Maybe sit back and put the hot washcloth on your face and put your head back and relax. For extra relaxation, try adding a drop or two of lavender or clary sage essential oils on your washcloth. Try writing. Writing helps to release all your thoughts that you have in your mind. So instead of going to bed and laying in bed and thinking, oh, I should have done this, oh, this is what happened today, oh, I could have done that, oh, I'm angry at this person. Instead of doing all that, take time before bed and write. Write out your day, write out your feelings, write out your experiences, write out what you could have done and why you didn't do it. Write all this out. Get it out of your mind and on paper. And if you don't want to keep it, rip up the paper and throw it away. If you're hungry, try eating a very, very small cookie with maybe a half a glass of milk. You want a little bit of simple carb with a little bit of protein. I'm not talking about one of those cookies that are the size of a dinner plate. No. You don't want to eat that before bed. I'm talking about maybe a cookie about, a $half size. About a $half size cookie and a half a glass of milk. But even milk may have too much sugar in it that could overly stimulate an empath and that cookie. So maybe try a little bit of protein with a little bit of carb. You can have a whole wheat, maybe like a half a piece of bread, a whole wheat piece of bread, and have it with maybe, just a little slice of cheese. I'm talking maybe about an inch by 2 inches, and the thickness maybe like a quarter of an inch thick. Not very big. You don't want too much protein. It'll wake you up. That may help you fall asleep. Your stomach will feel happy to have something small in it. I have taken a quarter size portion of roasted garbanzo beans. Those are good. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh, get back on your bedtime and wake up routine. Even if you're tired the next morning because you had bad sleep, get up at your usual time. Yep, it'll be hard. And yes, you'll be tired that day, but you know what? If you keep on staying on your regular schedule, your good sleep will come back to you. If you've been overly tired and you keep on each day pushing yourself, don't do that. Don't push yourself through being tired. You're tired. If you're able to, if you're home, take a slight nap, maybe a 30-minute nap. Take an easy day for yourself. Even if you're at work, try to go at a slower pace. Just take it easy. Watch what you eat. Stay off the stimulants, because this is when you're going to want to eat the stimulants, because you're feeling tired, and all of a sudden you go for the stimulants, the caffeine, the sugar, the chocolate. etc. Watch it. When you exercise being overly tired, you want to take it easy on your exercises. Don't push hard exercises onto yourself. Walk instead of jog. That's just one example. But I have found out from my own experience, if I am tired and I go to work out hard thinking, oh, this is going to get me really tired for the night and I'll have really good sleep. No, it does the opposite. It does the complete opposite. So yes, I get tired after I get exercise, but then by the time I go to bed, I'm so overly tired that I'm wired. I'm wide awake. When you're overly tired, try to drink lots and lots of water, plenty of water. Skip all the sugary drinks, the pop, the sweetened iced teas, the whatever. Stay away from that stuff. And juice, stay away from that. Just drink plenty of water. Stick to whole food products, no processed foods. Whole foods, any kind of food that pretty much comes like out of the ground or on the ground, such as vegetables and fruits. Not the ones that are canned, not the ones that are, well, preferably not frozen, but frozen are okay if there's no sugar. But stick to whole items like a whole apple instead of going and buying the processed applesauce in the store. Let's see, stay away from the simple carbohydrates such as white flour spaghetti and white bread and donuts and white toast, and get back onto the whole wheat products. If you're on a gluten-free diet, then get on to whole corn. For example, if you're using cornmeal, make sure it's a whole cornmeal and not just part of the cornmeal. You want whole. Buy the whole oatmeal, the old-fashioned oats, instead of buying the already processed, already chopped up, sugar added, cream added oatmeal that you can buy in packages. Stick to the whole foods. That goes for meats and fish. Buy your own meat products. Prepare them yourself. Don't buy them already made up for you. You don't want to do that. It's too much sugar, too much salt, etc. That could and may overstimulate you. If you're absorbing people's emotions, emotions are energy. Everything is energy in this life. Emotions are energy. And so if you are surrounded by people and if you're absorbing their emotions, you're going to become overwhelmed almost immediately, probably, depending on how many people are around and how much energy or emotions you're taking in. Learn how to distinguish your energy from someone else's. Learn to feel the energy and release all the emotions or the energy. Release it off of you. You can release it off you just feeling it and saying, this is not my energy. I release it off. Learn techniques to stop people's energy from infiltrating your energy. For example, if you're an empath, or any other person, but if you're an empath, and if you are having sympathy for somebody, what you're doing is you're feeling sorry for them. And the thing is everyone is empowered. Everyone has their inner God inside them, inner God. And if they're empowered with their own inner higher selves inside of them, their path that they've chosen, whatever they're going through, is exactly the perfect path that their higher self, themselves as a higher self, has chosen for themselves to go through. feeling sorry for someone, you're going to automatically, immediately take on their lower energy vibration. You will go down to their low vibration and you will take on what you're feeling sorry about for them. There's all different ways that people's energy can get infiltrated. I'm not going to go into them right now, but that's something right there to learn. To stop absorbing other people's energies, work on yourself, your inner thoughts, your beliefs. Work on this. This is called shadow working. You're basically finding all the hurts inside of you that you've had since you were a child, or even in another life in a different time. You're finding all these hurts and you're seeing them for what they are. You're healing them while looking at them and facing them, facing whatever, if it's a fear or whatever, you're facing it. And you're acknowledging it. It's there. Yeah, you were hurt. Yeah, you were in fear. And then you release it. These are all different ways that you can help yourself get better sleep. I hope you learned something from this. And if you didn't, I hope you enjoyed our talk, at least. Maybe you enjoyed it just because. That's great. I'm glad so. All right, well, to the next time we have our talk, have a great day and have great sleep. Thank you.